knows nothing, can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody. Welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 108.
1 to the O to the 8.
The 108 building in Shibuya.
Yeah, I
Just
can't
kidding.
wait for 2 more episodes, and then we'll never make that joke again.
Yep, it's the 10 whatever. I'm Mike, and with me as always is my brother, co-host of the longest-running Kingdom Hearts podcast, Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hi.
Welcome to this episode where we have a very special surprise. That's right, 2 weeks in a row we have a special
That's
guest
right.
on.
That is right.
2 weeks in a row. We will be joined later on by the wonderful, incredible, amazing even, Aeba.
Let's go.
From Absolutely Everything About on YouTube. Aeba, she's got a lot of things to say about Kingdom Hearts. We got a lot of things to say to her about Kingdom Hearts. We had a great conversation with her. It will be at the end of this podcast. I hope you guys will please look forward to it.
And that's right. Ava thinks Joshua's hair is stupid.
She did say that. I don't know if that's in the recording.
It's not in the recording.
But she said Joshua's hair is stupid.
Yeah.
So take that, BioRoxas.
Yeah.
Take that, buddy.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do, Bio? Shoot us? I don't have a hat on. I do have a hat on.
I don't.
Everybody really liked last
cancels
week's
out.
episode.
It cancels out.
It was a big episode for us as far as people watching. So if you're new to the podcast this week for some reason, welcome. We're glad you're here, and thank you for checking us out. Before we get to anything, Jason, we have an email.
Oh, snap.
And this email is from our good friend, DJ Korn,
DJ Korn,
who on a Sunday didn't choose violence.
For once.
But chose a bop. She emailed us saying, tagline, subject line, I just have to hear it. Subject, redeems, play X gon' give it to ya. Love you guys. That's all the email was. So here we go. You guys can't hear it, but we're listening to X gon' give it to you right now.
As well as it began with a letter at the same time.
The mix that you wanted to hear. Motherfucker! It's not a fucking game. Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing.
Listen.
It's what you hearing.
Listen.
It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Thank you, Korn, for that. We appreciate it.
I'm gonna kill everyone on the podcast.
Oh my God. Wait, that's just me and you. Thank you, Korn, for the email. Although it was a little short on content, but that's okay. If you want to email us like DJ Korn did, you can hit us up at answerreportpodcast@gmail.com, and we will read your email on the podcast. So thank you again, DJ Korn, for the email. I almost vomited for some reason. I just had Chinese food. I don't know. We also have a review, Jason.
What the buck?
This review is from our good friend
DJ Korn.
No, it's from our good friend I Escape,
Hey.
also known as the ballin' ass host of the AOK radio show podcast.
Yeah, the AOK.
Go check him out on iTunes, Spotify. He's been talking about WandaVision lately, so if you're into that shit,
Oh yeah,
he's got some shit for you to talk
yeah.
about and listen to. And he just has a very smooth, buttery radio voice
True.
that will mesmerize you.
That's a
There's
fact.
also an episode of that podcast that Jason and I were on.
not
We
as
talked
buttery
about Kingdom
smooth.
Hearts. We're not as buttery smooth. But he'll be like, hey, everybody, it's I Escape on AOK
How
Radio.
are all my sexy listeners out
I'm going to
there?
read his review in my best I Escape voice. And the review says, Review of the Week. He gives us 5 stars, and he says, howdy, it's I Escape, yeah. So I normally listen to my podcasts on Spotify, but I came over here to leave a review to show some love for one of my top favorite podcasts. You guys help save my sanity when I'm at work. Fortunately, due to my job conditions, I'm able to rock headphones most of my shifts.
Oh hell yeah.
So your podcast has helped keep my passion for Kingdom Hearts simple and clean and helped me face my fears with my escapism. That sounded better in my head. So thanks so much for making a podcast like this. and bring such energy and passion for the series we all love so much, where we can all come together here in a sanctuary.
Thank you, dude.
My man not only hit us with the 5-star review, but said, yo, I'm going to fit all 3 opening song titles in it. Thank you, iEscape. We love you, my dude. We're going to have iEscape on the podcast at some point soon, I promise. Our schedules are just a little wild. But we're going to do that soon because he's a good dude.
And we want to. So if you don't want it, screw you.
Go listen to his podcast. Say okay. Anyway, Jason, like we did last week, there's not a whole lot of Kingdom Hearts news to talk about.
Wow.
I will say,
I'm shocked.
I'm very surprised that BioRoxas and Tatsu collaborated on a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And then we're on our podcast last week and didn't even fucking mention that they collaborated on a YouTube video.
Yeah. Disgusting.
So BioRoxas normally does his breakdown videos. They did a funny bit where Tatsu did the breakdown video for Bio with his
flame the script.
And flame the script. And it's a very funny video. You guys should go check it out. It's, you will
LOL.
You'll LOL. But that's really the only Kingdom Hearts news I got for you this week. So it's time to go to the question of the week. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. So this week's question of the week was just a stupid question, and I'm really mad.
I just remembered what it is.
Yeah, you sure did. Yep. This week's question of the week comes from Alex, and it's a dumb one. And it's what would be the Kingdom Hearts characters' last names? So here we go, folks. Fabio the Iguana says, Sora Palpatine. Shugs says, Yozora Lucis Kayum.
Oh no!
Which I probably say is it Kylum or is it Kayum?
I always thought it was Kayum.
I thought so too, but whatever. And then Sean, Sour Cream Sean, being a copycat, says Yozora Leslie Kayum.
I'm sorry, what?
Sean was like Leslie, from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh.
The guy that looks like Jorah. Sean was so happy about his answer. He kept telling us in Twitch chat. Dude, that's worse than Demix Beaver, dude. Tyler says...
I didn't even get it.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't have written that better for you to grieve Sean, to be honest. Tyler says, Nominate the Wise. And people reacted with a nominee with a gun emoji. I probably should have said, hey, let's just pick 1 or 2.
Yeah. 3 at the absolute maximum.
Because the first 4 people that answered did that. And then Billy the Kid Lawrence started a trend
of every character in all of Kingdom Hearts ever.
So here we go. Sora the Explorer. Riku-La. Some of these are puns. Riku-La?
Ricola.
Riku-La.
Yeah.
Kairi Spro.
Shouts to Kairi's bro. Absolute legend.
Aqua Mami.
Aqua Mommy?
Mommy. There, Mom. That's such a fucking stupid joke. No one look at Mommy. No one look at that joke. No one. Aqua Mommy.
Okay. But this one though.
No, we're not explaining.
But this one though.
We're not explaining.
No, we're not. But this one though. Aqua Mommy.
Okay, wait, hold on. I got a different one.
Okay.
Aqua Mommy.
Oh my god.
Aqua Mommy. Anyway, moving on. He also says Tara Strong.
Okay.
Ventus and Roxas Olsen.
Okay.
She owns some shit.
That's disrespectful. Take it back.
Lee Majors. Donald, who already has a last name, by the way, Billy the Kid. You didn't need to. Donald Duncan on these hoes.
Okay. Yeah.
Goofy Hyuckin Fucks.
Okay. Yeah, he does.
Nominee Old the Way.
All the way?
All the way. He spelled it all the way. Hainer Bobainer.
Okay, yeah.
No, sorry. Hainer Bohainer, not Bobainer. I went with Bobainer.
Yeah, Bobainer's better, actually.
Pence form of vice.
I don't get it.
Camel Toilette, the brunette threat. Okay, these aren't even last names.
Yeah, what the heck?
I swear to God, Nomura.
What the fuck?
Jiminy Cricket Rocks.
Okay. You're
Literally
banned.
already has a last name.
You're banned.
And
You're just banned. I'm
Mickey
sorry.
Smith. Again, another character with a last name already. Wildcat Diana says Sora Sadame. It means destiny in Japanese.
Okay.
Riku Leangsti.
Okay.
Kairi Meteored, and it's spelled with a Y, so it's like meteored.
Yeah, Meteor. Yeah.
Aqua Waifu, and it's also spelled with a Y.
Mm.
Terra Lingerin William.
Yeah.
Ventus of Daybreak Town.
Mm.
Roxas Nowbuddy.
Now,
But I think she wanted it to be like nobody.
Mm. But now he's a buddy.
Wait, did someone really just hold on?
What?
So, okay, hold on. We got to take a break from the question of the week. Mike, stop the music. So, Burger King tweeted this tweet, okay? All right.
no,
Burger King UK
Burger
tweeted this
King.
tweet on International Women's Day that said, women belong in the kitchen. And then followed up the tweet saying, that's why, if they want to, it said, if they want to, that's why we're creating a scholarship for blah-de-da-de-da-de-do, right?
Basically trying to say that, like, not enough.
Basically trying to use a joke that would offend
Yes.
people to bait people into their thing to try to raise awareness for it. I get it. Probably not the way to go. I thought it was in poor taste.
Yes.
I personally have wanted to change our logo for a long time, okay? And this was the impetus for me to do it. So I said, hey, Burger King kind of sucks anyway. We're going to change our logo.
Right. We don't even like Burger King.
Right. That's part of the joke because we don't like Burger
Yes.
King. But if they're going to say stuff like that, definitely don't want. So I said, Burger King really sucks, so we will be sunsetting our BK-inspired logo and coming up with a new one soon. Until then, enjoy this Ansem lol made by our good friend Cloudless Art, also known as Leon. Terrible PR tactic, Burger King. This dude, I don't know who he is. Okay.
Somebody retweeted.
They just commented on
They
it.
commented.
And they said, I get that you want to avoid getting flack because of the recent bad press. People also need to read the tweet threads to see it was a joke, and they actually acknowledge female success for International Women's Day, not setting out to offend thin-skinned babies that can't take a joke. So I want to say to you, Andrew Standler at Firemaster Lucky, who has the longest fucking chin beard I've ever seen, to fuck off live on the podcast. That's right, buddy. You fuck off right on the podcast. I'm just kidding. He can have that take. I just don't know why you're going to wait till a day when a dead tweet, I barely got any likes on it or whatever, and then just like what? Who are you?
What rabbit hole are you in, dude?
What are you trying to do, dude?
We're like gamers.
I was
dude.
just saying I'm changing our Burger King logo.
Right.
Like, and yes, it was the impetus for me doing that was that tweet, but I get that it's a joke. I just think it's a bad joke. I don't think it's a funny joke.
No.
I don't think you should use poorly
It was a shit joke.
I don't think you should use jokes that are like demeaning a certain group of people to get like, yeah, they're trying to get this money for the scholarship or whatever, and or awareness about the scholarship or whatever they're trying to achieve with it. But it's like that's you could have done that in a much better way.
Ask one woman if that tweet was a good idea.
Well,
That's all you had to do.
Well, and then they were doubling down on it before they posted an apology eventually, but they were like, why would we delete the tweet? We're trying to raise awareness for women. And it's like,
bruh,
you can't start a tweet with women belong in the kitchen, you fucking idiot.
Bruh.
And that goes for you too, Andrew. You freak. God, what am I gonna, now I gotta engage with him on Twitter and go, hey man, the fuck you, like what? Anyway.
Yikers.
I feel like that's going to be a moment to remember for the podcast. Also, Wildcat Diana said, Shion Seashell and
Okay.
Lee Sets Red.
Okay, yeah.
and then added Isa. Stop.
Stop.
Moon's Pale Light. That's the full name. Okay, so Original Dreamer 06, hello, said literally all the last names are in Japanese because using normal English names that you can actually read is boring, and I suck at naming, so Google Translate. And then they listed a large amount of names that I'm not going to be able to pronounce, and then said, if anyone wants to know what their last names mean, just throw them in the ever-loving Google Translate.
And to that, I say,
No, I don't think I will.
I don't think I will.
I will say Sora Hikairi is a good last name for Sora. Because I know what that means. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, Original Dreamer, I'm not doing that. So people can just make fun of me for my Japanese pronunciations all day? No. I'm not doing it.
It's what they want.
That's what they want. I'm not giving in. DP Grant says Sora de la Bora, Pence Griffin, and Xehanort Hitler. Okay, DP Grant. Moving on. SB Cat says Sora Lusa. Like sore loser.
Oh my god.
Riku Gesundheit. Kairi Mihome. Aquafina. Axel Hatebreed. My wife was really proud that she did Aquafina and Riku, so I included him for her, but I'm giving up. I'm not creative at all. Gavin Dodson says Demix Bieber.
Demix Bieber! Are you fucking kidding me?
Covenant Creamer says Larksine Crust.
Yes.
Riku
That's the best
Hatsune.
one. That's the best one.
Terra Bull Mic Placement. Because, you know, Terra's lines in KH3 are like this.
I did not get that.
Shion Hu. And Mr. Brain, no, my name isn't Brian. Cell. Brain Cell. Get it?
Incel. Yeah.
Brian Built Ordinarily says,
I don't know why I said Brian there. I meant Elias Built Ordinarily. I'm sorry, Elias.
Sora Smith, Riku Smith, Aqua Smith, Terra Smith, Ventus Smith, Kairi Smith, and Roxas Smithix.
Yes.
Okay. Here comes Alks. And he says, Sora Chikai,
Okay.
Kairi Itada,
Okay.
Riku Hikari,
Okay.
Roxas Chick X, which is Chikai with an X, Axel Sinclair,
Okay.
Shion Hu,
Who?
Terra Skywalker, Ventus Natus, Aqua Vitier, I don't even know what that word is. Namine Mimne, I don't know, Alex, I'm sorry. Vanitas Osment, Ansem Seeker Darkness, Zemnis Nothing Mansex.
I just like that it's Osmond.
Osment,
Yeah, I like that one.
Zigbar Luju R. Reload. Demix Bieber, the one that was given. That one was a given. Larksine
Yeah.
Shithead, pronounced Shutteed.
Yeah, shithead.
Marluxia IMA. I see that now we're getting like Japanese. Luxord Tyke. Syax Luna. Xehanort Palpatine. Master of Masters of Masters. Riku Replica. Vexen Shithead. Pronounced Shithead. Donald Fauntleroy Duck. George G. Geef. Who is... Take a guess who this is. Who is George G. Geef?
Wait, how the fuck is it spelled?
George G and then Geef. George Geef? George G. Geef? Is that Goof? George G.
of the
Geef.
Jungle. Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be Goofy. Like George Goofy Geef. I don't know. Michael Theodore Mouse. Yozora Lucius Kayam. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. I don't know, Alex.
There were some good ones.
Alex,
dude.
it was very funny.
It was funny.
Than the way you spell funny.
It was actually funny.
Chip Cooper says, Sora Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, that's a good one.
Jip214 Dickobot says, Demix Bieber was going to be my answer, LMAO, so I'll go with Pence Dog Street.
Nice.
Energy Scott says, Sora Leroy Jenkins. Roxas Best Boy, Abu Blue,
Yes.
and Lexius, whose power is pure strength.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he married into the pure strength family. His maiden name was whose power is.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No, that's real though.
Meteor Phoenix says, I'm gonna go fancy in Latin, but he gives the meaning of them.
Oh, thank
so I'm
you.
gonna and he only
Thank
did
you.
like 8. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt
Only
here.
8.
Sora Clavis means key. Riku Aurora means dawn. Kairi Lux means light. Xehanort Tenebrae means darkness. Axel Ignis means fire. Roxas Nemo means no one. Michael Mickey Mouse Terribilis, I think you can get what that means. Terrible is my guess.
Oh my
This
god.
YouTube video is loud as balls. Iron Daddy says Sora Hernandez, because when I get me a son, that's what his name's gonna be.
Oh my god.
I really like Iron Daddy, dude. Iron Daddy might be my favorite character on the Ansem
God.
Report podcast. Sora Hernandez, because when I get me a son, that's what his name gonna be. I love it, dude. Iron Daddy,
Gona.
shout outs, dude. Orpheus Joshua says, got bored, so these are all sub 5 IQ.
Okay.
Sora Pogra, Kairi Wairi,
Okay.
Riku Shakfu,
Kairi Wairi.
Roxas Rucksack, Axel Flamesol,
Okay.
Shion Peon.
What is so bad?
just wait. Aqua Orgasmic Mommy Waifu Pagua. Wait. He said, he's got another one. Aqua Orgasmic Mommy Waifu Pagua. Terra Sadra, Ventus Bortus,
Oh my god.
Nomine Nobody, Vanitas Edgishin,
Oh, okay.
Syax, like Syax
Oh
spelled out,
my god.
Elrena Banana, Lorium Horny Rim, and Sterletzia Horny Rim, Brain Lame, Ephemer Boringmer,
Oh my god.
Scold Unreal for render, please. Who wants a scold render, please? Ava Pogva, Gula Ragu,
Yeah.
Ased Bearshed, Envy Hotvi, psst, underrated waifu, Ira Chadra, Master of Masters of Flappers.
What?
I don't even know.
What the fuck is that?
Luju Huju,
Okay. Okay.
Yozora Hikaru Michael Jason, Evan Even,
Yeah.
Yenzo Nerdho, Alias Strongrist, Dylan Chadskin,
Oh my god.
Xehanort Disney. You ready for this one?
Oh.
Vor. Ericus Erasqueeze.
Vor.
Vor? He's got to change the inflection.
Vor. That's like a lucky Pokemon.
Vor. Ericus Erasqueeze. Hermod Potter. Braggy Brag Brag.
Okay.
OJ needs to be banned.
This is getting.
The Automod had the right idea the whole time.
This is getting so bad.
Oh, we're not done. Turd. Odin Foreskin.
Oh. Chad skin wasn't enough.
Yeah,
You had to
Chad
also
skin.
just straight up put foreskin.
He's making my head hurt. Demix Bieber and
okay.
Luke Sword.
Oh.
Peglag says, Sora Cricket, Riku Cricket, Kairi Cricket, Jiminy gets around. That horny little bastard, Jiminy Cricket. And then finally, Carrison Ford says, Sorason Ford?
Ooh.
And I like that.
Unless.
I like that, Karis. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, Jason, can you come up with a question of the week for next week? Because when I do, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
That's not allowed.
It's bad when I do. Actually, I just took Alex's. That wasn't even mine. Mine was good last week.
That's true.
I blame Alex.
Yeah, when Alex does it, it's terrible.
And then, you know what got me, dude? You know why I picked it? Because Alex said, what would be the characters' last names? And then Orpheus Joshua said Kairi Utada. And then Jip said, OMG, that would actually be so funny. So I trusted Jip, OJ, and Alex.
That's like the three amigos of just shit posts.
Yeah. I never again. Never again.
Yeah, but that's what they said.
That being said, Jip might have a good question of the week here. Are you ready for it? What's your favorite world from each Kingdom Hearts game? There's no way OJ can fit Orgasmic into that one, or Foreskin. I mean, he could probably. He can. Do you want to go with that one, or do you have a better idea?
Yeah, dude, let's just do that fucking
All right,
one, dude.
Jip.
That one
I'm giving you a second chance.
It
buddy.
feels safe.
What's your favorite world from each Kingdom Hearts game? In before Kingdom of Corona.
Oh my god.
So that's the question of the week for next week. Holy cow, what a podcast, dude. I'd like to thank Aeba for being on. You guys are going to hear that next. She's great. We have a fun time.
Yeah, it was very fun.
It was very fun. She actually just sent me the MP3 for it, so I'm going to go through and do some editing tonight.
Right.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. We actually I want you guys to stay till the end, because we actually let Aeba say
Yeah, the
ending,
thing. The thing.
and it's very good.
She gets to say the thing.
She gets to say the thing at the end. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Enjoy the interview with Aeba, and then we'll see you guys next week for episode 109, the 109 building, the real building. Oh my god! It's the 109! We'll be right back.
The 10 redacted. And welcome to the Ansem Report podcast.
It should be the Zemnis report. Wouldn't that be way more orgasmic?
Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason, we have a very special guest with us today.
Who?
You may know her from her YouTube channel, Absolutely Everything About.
Okay.
And as one of the biggest, if not the biggest Kairi stans I know, Aeba, welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. Hello.
Kairi stands. Let's go.
Kairi stans. Love it. Love it. Welcome. I've wanted to have you on the podcast for a long time because I think you are freaking hilarious. You're working like front of the camera, and the facial expressions and the comedic timing of your edits and everything is just so good. And I think you're very underappreciated as a content creator, and especially a Kingdom Hearts content creator, because you have some really good stuff, and you deserve way more views and subs. And in my
Amen,
personal
brother.
opinion. Amen.
Amen, brother.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That's very nice praise, especially from, a couple of funny guys like you two, and I guess the unappreciation is just from like the immersion of being a Kairi stan. It comes with the territory,
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
I think there are some people that are like Kairi stan. They're wrong, but they do that. They do that for sure.
We'll show them though.
Yeah, we're gonna show them with this podcast.
Exactly.
Why don't for people who are maybe uninitiated with you, why don't you give them a little rundown of who you are and what you do?
Well, so I am Aeba. It stands for Absolutely Everything About in, my own way. And on my channel, I kind of delve into Kingdom Hearts kind of through a media criticism kind of lens. I I like all my like video essays from like the big cinema channels, so I kind of like try to emulate that style while talking about Kingdom Hearts. Hopefully it comes off, and I like I like making that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Yeah, you're. I was thinking this earlier because I was watching a lot of your stuff, even though I've watched a ton before, but I wanted to make sure I knew every corner of your channel, and your style is like almost very like, and I mean this in the best way possible, old YouTube, where it's kind of like put someone in front of a camera and they just go and they just say a lot of really funny things and they have funny edits and funny cuts. Like you literally, I almost spit out my root beer earlier because I started watching Everything Good and Bad About Kingdom Hearts 3, and you said, "Hey, Kingdom Hearts 3 is done. How do we feel?" And it's just you standing in a field, like this far shot of you just standing in a field, just looking like it's dreary out. It's I fucking lost my shit. It made me laugh so hard.
Might as well have like a tumbleweed go by.
Right, exactly. It was so good, and it made me laugh so hard. Like, and that happens all the time watching your stuff. You just you tickle my funny bone. Let's just say it like that. Like it just what you have the right amount of comedy. Because I was telling Jason this last night too. Like if him and I are like making jokes, I laugh a lot, or like if we're streaming or whatever. But it's very rare that I like watch a YouTube video and laugh like out loud. Like I'll make this noise, like that.
He might exhale shortly and quickly out of his nose.
Right. Like that noise.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
you make me actually belly laugh. So I don't know what my point was with that. Like, congratulations, I guess. I don't know. But like
You made Michael laugh.
you made me laugh.
Gold star.
You get my seal of approval. Made Mike laugh. But,
Yeah.
I guess to start, how'd you get into making stuff on YouTube? Like what was the impetus of that?
I think it kind of comes down to what a lot of people say of like I love watching YouTube. I spend most of my day watching YouTube, and like I always thought about it, but like never actually did it. And for me, there was always going to be like, I went to school for theater, so there was always going to be, my job was always going to be like somewhere in the entertainment realm. I knew that. Right. I knew that's where I needed to be. But like when it came to making YouTube, I was always like, oh, I admire YouTubers so much, but I don't think that could really be me, until you just start doing it. And then, so Kingdom Hearts 3 came out and I needed to say something about Kingdom Hearts 3. And that's really where it came from.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the advice I give people all the time is they're like, I want to start streaming or I want to do YouTube. It's like, you just got to start doing it. Like, there's not going to be like this defining moment where it's like, now it's time. Like,
everyone has like this internal thing where it's like, I'm going to start once I do this. And then it becomes something new, and then it becomes something new. So for anyone who wants to do something, just go do it.
Yeah, be like Aeba, just go do it.
Exactly, and like I feel like a lot of the time it's like, oh, I don't have this or this equipment, I don't have a camera, I don't have a good mic. Yeah. And you have to kind of realize that like everybody has a phone, you can just start on your phone. Most people are watching YouTube on their phones, so like you don't have to worry about quality from, recording on a phone to people watching on a phone. Right. It's going to be the same,
Yeah, definitely. And I mean that my thing when I started was I didn't even have a computer. So I was like, I need to get a computer so I can like edit video and stuff. But like that, and so I did, and I just went with it. But I get though, like wanting, like I want it to be perfect, right? But like sometimes you just have to go out there and fail a little bit. Yeah. And do and do it not necessarily wrong, but do it the only way you know how, and then that's how you learn and get better. We have some pretty cringy videos.
Oh yeah, and we have to watch them soon.
Yeah, we had a sub goal on Twitch. Yeah, where I have to make a supercut of our cringiest stuff, and I literally started downloading some of them because I didn't have them saved anywhere, and I was just dreading it. I was like, this is terrible.
Just existential dread.
I do the thing.
Entered the chat.
I would I didn't really know what I was doing, and I'd start recording, And I kept that in the video when I'd hit the recording button. And then I'd like turn to the camera and go, hey, how's it going? Like, I was like, why did I just cut that out?
Dude,
what
no,
the hell?
That's kind of like nostalgic of like old YouTube, dude.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's got character.
So we kind of got an idea where you started with YouTube, but where did you start with Kingdom Hearts? I'm really fascinated by people's how they discovered Kingdom Hearts in the first place, because it's
the KH journey.
They're usually like similar but unique at the same time. So where did you start with KH?
So we first saw it. Our cousins really got into it around the time that it came out, and then they sent us a copy of Kingdom Hearts 1 for Christmas. I'm pretty sure it was in like 2002.
Okay.
And then we played it for a bit. And you know how hard sometimes Kingdom Hearts 1 is for kids, where like, where even do we go? Yeah.
It's
I don't think we
adults,
ever I don't think we ever even fought Leon in Traverse Town. That's how far we got.
Yeah.
And then,
Disney Islands is like really hard.
Oh yeah. So like with that, we kind of put it away for quite a few years, and it stayed in the drawer of video games. And then I just picked it up one summer, and that's why summer is like Kingdom Hearts time for me.
Oh, for sure.
And I started playing it, and it was the summer of before I started middle school. So I think I was like 13-ish. And that was that Christmas was when Chain of Memories came out. So I was like, oh, I now love this. And like my brother bought Kingdom Hearts 2. And so I still had like the basic Kingdom Hearts fan experience of playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and going to Kingdom Hearts 2 without knowing what Chain of Memories was. Even though I think I also had like, I heard rumblings about you needed to play Chain of Memories before 2.
Even back then, people were like, whoa. You want to play 1 and then 2?
You got to play Chain of Memories first.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's weird how it like, I was like, and we just dismissed it so hard when we first played it way back in the day. And then like for me to come back and it just surged to the front of my being and has been there ever since. It's a little strange, but that's what Kingdom Hearts is.
Yeah. Right. I played, my buddy, I've told the story many times, but just to preface, my buddy showed me 1 and then I played 2 and all that. And then I fell off for a long, long time. And if you would have told me even 5 years ago that I'd be doing a Kingdom Hearts podcast every week with my brother, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have bet all the money in the world that it's not something I do.
Longest running
Kingdom Hearts podcast. But
yeah, longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast. Have you all subscribed? Have you all rung the bell? Have you thumbs it up?
Smash that like
Come
button.
On. We know these things. Let's go, people.
Yeah, come on. If you're listening right now, what's wrong with you? Anyway, but like, it's crazy how this series can just kind of take hold of you, and you're just like, I need more of it. I need to.
Oh yeah.
And even when it disappoints us, we're still sitting there like, oh, come on, Nomura, please. Actually, one of my favorite reoccurring bits you do is when you dress up like Nomura.
Yeah.
And you wear the hoodie with the sunglasses, and you just like you won't even respond as Nomura. You just flip yourself off.
Yeah,
that kills me every time too.
Well, yeah, don't you feel like, I mean, it's going very deep into auteur theory, but don't you feel like you kind of have like that kind of relationship with Nomura about like, come on, please just give me something, please. And he just goes, fuck off.
And it's funny because I feel like most people feel that way that are really into the series, but like we're all looking for something different. So the man, as much as I feel like that, I also feel like, man, this guy's got a really hard job because like, I'm sitting there being like, oh, come on, can't Roxas get more lines? And then you're like, Kairi is just being dumpstered every time she's on screen, and then someone else is yelling about Aqua, and then someone else, so it's just funny how it's he's got a tough job, but yeah, I do feel like I have this combative relationship with him where we're arguing with each other or whatever. I actually not discovered because they were there. You started cooking recipes from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I did.
I watched the consomme and beef
Ooh,
saute one.
No.
And it might be the most fascinating video I've ever watched on YouTube.
Yeah?
Because you're so confident at the beginning in what you're doing. Like, I was like, oh, she's like looked into this. She knows what she's doing. And then it's clear very early on that you're just kind of winging it. And then the amount of like just chaos that ensues after that, and you're just in shambles by the end of the video. And it's just that video only has like it has a small amount of views, and I'm just like, why is no one else watching this? This is incredible.
You know,
I get why you haven't done more of them, because that was like a year ago you did those, because you're not getting like a ton of views on them, and it's probably a lot of freaking work. But oh my God, can you please cook more things on YouTube from Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh my God, I so want to return to it, but like, if you really want to know, like, the real reason, it's all kind of money, and it's because of, you know, the panorama.
Oh yeah,
because like, I'm not really those. The thing about like gourmet food is that like the ingredients are very expensive.
Yes,
and like. To only make like one dish that I'm also probably not gonna really like.
Just to like fuck some dish up, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really in the cards for right now, but hopefully I do really want to, like, because I never like leaving things unfinished. So it will, if it kills me, I will finish cooking through the Kingdom Hearts 3 menu. But
yes,
you know. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
I will, and I get that completely. That it's like, because you bought a lot of different ingredients for that specific recipe.
Yeah.
I felt felt bad for you, but I was like, I felt like I was living through you in this dread of cooking this meal. The beef looked good.
It did. It was like, what did I say? Like, it's a good cooked piece of meat.
Yeah,
there's not much you could go wrong.
Yeah, it was something like that. But the soup itself looked a little nightmarish. But you did your best.
Yeah. You know what? The thing, I think what that was is that you were supposed to like actually make like a bone broth.
Mm-hmm.
Like from scratch,
right?
And then you put it through the raft thing, and then that's what makes it clear. Because like when you buy broth, I'm pretty sure it's already basically a consomme, like from a broth from a box or whatever.
Right.
Yes,
so I think
know exactly what
basically
that means.
just did. Yeah, I guess I think I did like nothing to it.
I mean,
so.
you did simmer it for quite a long time for it to just come out looking like what you poured in the first place.
Yeah.
But I loved the video, is my point, and it was
yeah.
I did not like, I like to cook, but I don't know that I like watching people cook, because I've like watched videos like that before and just been kind of like, eh. But I think because it turned out to be a disaster, it held my. I don't know. I like, and that sounds mean. I don't mean it in a mean way. I just like
no.
Like, part of those videos, I think, for you is that like you want them to kind of be a disaster, right?
Yeah, because like especially when it turns out bad is what makes it more entertaining. And
right.
like I kind of do love the theme of I fucking hate rich people and their stupid rich food.
yes, exactly.
And then Remy's just shaking his head.
Oh, and that him saying
tisk,
Remy
tisk,
reminded me.
tisk.
The fucking intro is incredible.
Oh,
She has an intro where she's like picking ingredients and she keeps like superimposing Remy in different spots, and it's so good.
yeah.
Like, I was just, that was immediately, I was blown away by the intro. I was like, this is so cool and funny. Like, I feel like I'm saying a lot of really nice things about you right now. And
well,
so it's time to flame you.
Right. No, not at all. I just know sometimes I say a lot of nice things and people are like, wow, this guy really won't shut up about how cool I am. It's awkward. So I'm sorry if it's awkward.
I love praise.
Well, now
really
it's awkward.
Now it's awkward.
Now it's awkward because you said it was awkward.
Right.
Right.
Speaking of awkward, Ansem the Wise. One of your most popular videos is about how Ansem the Wise is basically a frickin' war criminal. And
agreed.
Worst character.
and I love that video. It's kind of weird when we talk about like YouTube because I don't want people to not go watch your video because we talked about it so much, right? Because that's like, it's like, oh, let's talk exactly what the video's about.
Spoilers.
Right,
Spoilers.
Exactly. But like Ansem the Wise, that's been like a hot topic, I feel like, more recently in the community.
Yeah.
Where people are all like, wait a minute, this guy's kind of an asshole. And he didn't really apologize.
Exactly. Well, it's the not apologizing part that's getting people.
Right. Right, because it's like you say this in the video a little bit, but it's like we're supposed to just go, oh, he's good now.
He does not have yellow eyes.
He blew up the moon, and now he's back, and we're supposed to be like, yo, cool. And it's like, no, this guy was kind of shitty.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest thing to me is like Ienzo. Like I always felt like that scene was weird when Ienzo is like, I'm sorry, I betrayed you, and I'm like, wait a minute, what?
The guy he was like 10 years old when it happened. What are you talking about?
And then Ansem is just like gaslighting him and is just like, well, as long as you realize your mistake, son. And it's like, what?
Like, yes, I fucked up, but you fucked up pretty hard too. So I think we're basically even now.
Yeah, I'll forgive you for whatever.
I will be the bigger person.
Okay.
Figuratively and literally, I'm bigger.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of funny how like to build off of that, it's like almost with Xehanort and Ericus, it's like all the adult people in this story are like responsible for every single bad things that happen.
Right.
And then like they don't take the responsibility for it.
The whole Ericus Xehanort thing in BBS really just drives me nuts because like, and it's not even just like, okay, we as the people viewing the narrative know that he's evil. He's clearly evil to them. Like, to me, and that drives me nuts because Eric is just like, let this old evil man hang around you.
Sorry, I'm just I'm just shook about what Aeba said. Like, it was a bit too real, dude.
What?
All the adults are just the reason that everything bad has happened, and they don't take any fucking responsibility.
Yeah,
it's a little
too real.
Well, don't it always seem to go?
I'm too shook.
Well, that's the thing about media criticism is sometimes it's based on like real things.
On reality or unreality.
Oh no.
Unreality. I'm making the triangle with my hands.
Yes. Yes. Unreality.
Unreality.
It's a world that doesn't exist neither in our world or the dark side of the world. So it is unreality.
Yes.
See, what's funny is when we watched that cutscene for the first time after beating Melody of Memory, we were like, oh, this is so, like, whoa, Riku's here and the fairy godmother or WTF, But, like, when you watch the cutscene again, you're like, they really do just be saying the same thing over and over and over.
It's just like some fucking crackpot answer, like, he just fucking guessed, dude.
Yeah, Ansem just makes that shit up.
Well, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe
if my fan fictions are true, then I could dive in blue skidoo.
Yeah. I wish he would have said that. Blue skidoo. Oh man.
Then I believe we can too.
We just got a letter, Enzo. He just turns into Steve. He's just like, let me pull out my handy dandy notebook.
He starts making little drawings. No, he steals them from Nominator. Like, these are mine.
She's like, wait. He goes, no, you are a nobody. Therefore, you do not deserve notepads.
Nobody drew this, but me.
Oh boy, Ansem, you problematic son of a bitch.
SOB, not SOD, SOB.
Yeah, yes. Ansem SOB. That's good. Yeah. I like that. I might use that from now on.
Yeah, that shit's stolen now, dude.
That's canon to the podcast. If we say SOD, we're talking about the cool ass one. If we say SOB, we're talking about the shitty one.
The son of a bitch. Yeah.
I can't have you on the podcast, Aeba, without talking to you about Kairi.
We
got to rant. We got to rant about Kairi.
Rant.
I'm gonna get real mad.
I think it was your original take, Jason. You had a take that said, people were mad about Kairi, and I think that's fair. But you said, that.
What did I say?
Kairi used Sora's power in Melody Memory because she's calling upon her friends like Sora does all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone replied to that saying, "I get that, but Sora never turns into his friends. Yeah. He just always uses their power." And I thought that was kind of a fair point. I said to that comment, like, hey, I get why that would upset you. I think that had more to do with the fact that they didn't give Kairi's character model any fighting animations, which is a whole different level of disrespect, right? It's not like you could count that in a different way.
Yeah.
But Aeba, you made the really great point in your Everything Good and Bad About Melody Memory video that they could have just had Kairi say battle lines when Sora's fighting instead of Sora.
Yeah.
And that would have made so much more sense. And I just want to congratulate you because that is like the smartest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, and I didn't think of it at all. I was just like,
you
said that, and I was just fix. Like,
thunder.
Yeah. And then you edit it together, and it sounds natural and it sounds good. But
yeah, and it's so easy, like an amateur YouTuber could put it together. So
right, exactly. Yeah. So I think it was just them being lazy. But I get with the way Kairi's been treated over the years.
It's just another slap in the face.
Right. I want it to all come to an ending where everybody's happy with what's happening to Kairi, but I don't know that we're ever going to get there at this point. Because if this didn't happen here with Melody of Memory, is it going to happen?
I don't know. I think that's a bit unfair. Like, it wasn't supposed to have story, so that's where I give them a pass. I don't give them a pass for like any of the other shit. And like the main point where I was sitting there like banging my desk when I was watching the Everything About Melody of Memory video. I was like, bro, yes. Why the fuck is she in a hyperbolic time chamber, but then she needs to train more? Like, why didn't you just train more where time doesn't fucking flow?
Exactly.
With Axel, who can just, like, one-shot people. It's not like he's weak, too. Yeah. Like, he's fucking OP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just the thing about, it's not even, like, having to... Stop. It's not even about, like, having to... You can't... It's like the double standard of, and this is what I think it's really comes down to, of like, you have to explain why a female character is strong. No, you don't. We would have all come along with it, even like after Kingdom Hearts 2. If there was, and you don't have to explain that she did Keyblade training, just show her doing stuff. We would have connected the dots. You don't have to put in extra effort of explain. You don't have to put in more words of explaining a female character can do shit, because female characters can just do shit.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and even
sorry, that was a lot of words.
Even if they had to explain it for whatever reason, they just literally couldn't put in the game unless they did. They literally could have. They had a fucking time and place to do it. But instead they were like, yo, Lee's gonna cry. But actually, he's not Lee now. He's Axel again. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's the priority of what gets screen time.
Yeah.
Right. It's also bad because, and I used to think of it differently, because I was like, oh, like, Riku's had his Keyblade longer, blah, but really he hasn't. Like she got her Keyblade like literally like it was like 2 scenes later in Cage 2.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I mean, Riku had like different weapons always, but it doesn't translate the same.
Yeah. No. It's like such a missed opportunity to me, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this, but it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Sora's power is like from all of his friends and everybody, and he just tries his best. Riku's got the power of like fucking darkness and shit. Let Kairi do some stupid ass shit, like some shit that makes no fucking sense, like OP power level wise, because she's literally a princess of heart.
Yeah.
Like that's literally like they talk about how she's a princess of heart 2 times in 2 different games, but she can't do shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let her shoot a big fucking Zeta flare ass beam and kill someone because she's a she's got the power of fucking pure light.
Hashtag let Kairi murder.
Exactly. Yes, please.
And then she doesn't fall over and die or like get weak or some shit. She's just like, yeah, I'm that bitch. Like, what's good? Like,
I want a princess with a head count. And that's like, I think the weight that they gave the revelation of Kairi turning out to be a princess of heart all the way back in Kingdom Hearts 1 has never ever come back and has never ever paid off in any significant way.
No,
you know?
Yeah.
And it's just hanging there in the air, and I'm like gesturing wildly to it, and Nomura just gives me the finger.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there with his hoodie on and his sunglasses, probably smoking a cigarette, and he's just like, meh.
Or like a big ass cigar.
Yeah.
Like a stank ass cigar.
And he's like, take that, Aeba.
I'm here to make your life worse.
But somehow, like, still, he's created the series that we all love, and yet we're sitting here like, yeah, you fucker. How dare you? How dare you do that?
Oh, and it comes in waves, you know, like, oh, I love you. Stop it.
Yeah. Well, and like when I play through like KH2, and then you get to the scene where you finally see her Keyblade for the first time, and she's like, I'm gonna fuck shit up. Like, you're like, hell yeah. And she like kills a shadow. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
One-shots it.
Yeah. She just one-shots that shit. I'm like, okay.
Exactly,
and then she's just like, oh, I'm sorry. You have to save me. Like, bro.
And not to mention this, but like, it's really weird in Remind. She's like under-leveled to fight Xehanort. Like,
yeah.
Is she?
I think she's really hard to beat Xehanort with.
She does chip damage.
She does like chip damage to him, and I don't get why. Like, why couldn't they have just matched whatever level your Sora was?
Yeah.
You know? She just seems really like her moves are really fucking cool, and I like that. I like the please work battle quote kills me every time.
Yeah.
But like, she just feels and to be fair, that's all the characters you play as in Remind. When you play as, besides Roxas, who for some reason is just juiced out of his mind. But Riku feels kind of weak, and Aqua feels kind of weak.
Yeah.
But
and I
so
wonder
does
if
Kairi.
it isn't just like trying to like, because it is the boss of like the DLC, so they want it to be more difficult, right? But I don't know. I've never played a Sora during that, so I don't know.
Yeah, like just from like a pure like stats, like you. For whatever reason, they couldn't just have like, okay, they had to have it like Kairi's strength equals 35 or whatever. It couldn't be Kairi's strength equals Sora's strength or whatever. Yeah. Just from a gameplay perspective, it just feels like way weaker.
And maybe that's because every time we go into Remind, our Sora's like level 99 or whatever, and maybe our Sora's just overpowered. Yeah. So maybe that's. But man, I would have loved to just have a fight where she's just destroying him.
Disgusting.
Right. Like,
exactly.
That would have been so cool for sure.
Well, and then there's like another layer to it when you like having played Mom, like she should be fucking pissed off at this guy, like just as much. Like this dude literally just killed her like 20 minutes ago, you know?
Yeah,
like
definitely,
exactly.
Even though I guess I don't really understand what's going on in that scene, to be honest. Like,
there's regular moons, dude. That's cursed.
Well, there's a regular moon, and then there's like, why is Xehanort fighting multiple people at the same time, multiple swords? It just doesn't. I don't really get it. But
yeah, I mean, there's like the internal, the internal battle and like the external battle, and the external battle is like all of the other Guardians of Light, and like the internal battle is all of Scala, and like that is kind of poetic, I guess, because they get the internal Xehanort to to give up, right? The external one would have fought until like he was dead. But like they do like get to reach some kind of something internally with him. And I kind of like that Kairi gets to be the one to like put down the external one a little bit more.
I guess I never thought of it that way, where like
it's kind of a loophole, like they get Ericus into his heart.
Yeah. Well, we've been playing a lot of Persona 5, and it's like you change people's heart.
Yeah.
So Sora, Donald, and Goofy change Xehanort's heart, but then they all end up inside it anyway.
Yeah, that's weird.
It doesn't exactly all line up, but I haven't thought of that take on it, so that's actually really good, Abe. I like that one.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm glad I could do that. But the only problem, though, is that Kairi's not there at all, ever.
Right, because technically she's dead, but then she's not. And I've gone cross-eyed. I don't know how to make this work in my mind. And Melody Memory didn't help either. So
just fuck Jiminy Cricket, dude.
Yeah, that's all we can say. I guess.
I haven't said that in a long time on this podcast. Fuck Jiminy Cricket. Thank you.
That bug.
Stupid bug.
Smash the like button to smash Jiminy Cricket. You know what I mean? Like just
Squish
fucking hit
him.
it as hard as you would hit Jiminy Cricket in his fucking bald-headed ass face.
Oh my god.
Crunch.
I can't believe you're comparing other bald people to Jiminy Cricket. That's so rude.
No, it's just that him in particular.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Aeba, we do this thing when we have a new guest on where we put them on the Xehanort Real Organization 13-member question hot seat. I mess up the name.
Ultra rapid fire.
Yeah, it's not really ultra rapid fire. But it is time for you to take your seat on the hot seat. Are you ready?
Ow, it's so hot.
It is. It's a little warm. It's like when you're in a car and you have those seat warmers and like you're not used to it, but like whoever's car it is, they turn it up real hot and you're like, oh, that kind of hurts.
It's kind of good. Whoa.
Yeah, if it's really cold out, it feels good until it gets too hot.
Yeah, then you're just overheating.
Right. So sorry.
Gotta settle into it.
Sorry that we want to put people in that kind of experience on our podcast. I don't really get.
You drink some
where
water.
I was going. Yeah. Anyway,
You're
13
wonderful
questions.
hosts.
Here we go.
Yes.
What is your favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
I'm kind of like a little basic B. I like 2.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to.
There's no explanation needed.
Right. You don't need to worry. I think most people will agree with you on that.
Okay. Let's move on. Move on quickly before they get too comfortable.
What is your favorite non-Kingdom Hearts video game?
I'm not really like a huge gamer, but like I do like I like things where like there are shiny things. So I like the Tomb Raider games and the Uncharted series. I like the puzzling parts of them, and like especially when the goal is to like get artifacts and get like treasures. I'm like, oh yes, thank you very much.
And those games always look really good.
Yeah, they do.
They're like beautiful games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need to. I've only played like the new Tomb Raider games, except for the third one that came out. But I really need to like go back through the whole back catalog of like all the Tomb Raider games.
Early Tomb Raider's kind of rough.
Yeah.
She controls very
weird. Mm-hmm.
And a number of other reasons, of course.
You know, huge polygonal tatas.
Yes.
Yes.
Those were the reasons I was referring to. Yeah.
90 bits, dude.
Who's your favorite Kingdom Hearts character? I think I know the answer to this, but
yeah, I don't know. I think I really like Shirothy, you know?
Choppy, really good. He's really good. I hate that noise.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I might be evil. You don't like the witcha?
No, I don't. It drives me nuts.
I might be really evil, but at least I'm cute.
There you go. You know.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cheerthy. Favorite Disney movie?
I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Me too.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's such a weird, dark Disney movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, like people always like say the criticism of like it has a tone problem and there's too much like the Festival of Fools and the gargoyles with like the burning of Paris. You're like, life has a tone problem. Okay, maybe fix that first.
True. I just it's such a fascinating movie because it's almost like Disney had this thing where they were like, we can't do any wrong here. We've done a Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and Lion King and whatever, and then this Hunchback movie comes out.
Fire.
Yeah, and everybody's like, wait, what is this? But I think it's so cool. I love it.
Oh yeah, I had a clip of it in my last video, so like when I uploaded it, I had to like watch it all over again and it has you crying with the sweeping vistas and just the beautiful score. Something that's I've never been like a religious person, but like that takes me there. You know what I mean?
For sure. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's kind of underrated.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Especially today, with like our problems with like people being racist, especially against like immigrants and refugees. It's a very topical tale, unfortunately, still.
Yeah. Definitely. I love that movie. Next question. Favorite Disney villain?
Disney villain? I really... I think it's probably a tie between Lady Tremaine and Maleficent.
Okay.
Because, like, Maleficent, has just so iconic with, like, her villainous stuff. And, like, and she has so much power. But then I love how Lady Tremaine, she doesn't have a lot of power. She isn't a supernatural being. She just has the power over this one girl's life. And she is going to make it as much of a living hell as possible. That is some real evil stuff, and that's and I kind of I do kind of, isn't it weird how like a lot of this, some of the best stuff of Disney kind of goes through this awkwardness filter when it goes into Kingdom Hearts. Like Lady Tremaine doesn't have that bite when she's in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. And like the Hunchback, I love the Hunchback to death, but like La Cité de Cloches is a little rough.
Yeah, it is. It's weird how like they it's almost like Nomura's like, yo, I really like this specific movie, but it's kind of dark for what we do. So it needs to like get kind of like, I don't know if cleansed is the right word, but it needs to be more palatable to like kids. And so then it just comes off as like very awkward and weird sometimes. And then you get scenes where they get blown up by the pumpkin bomb, and then Aqua's just like, yeah, they fell to darkness. And it's like, wait, no, that's not what happened. They exploded. No.
They exploded.
Slaughtered.
they
literally
were just
slaughtered.
But
they were in bits and pieces.
Yeah, they blew up. And that's gonna happen to us if we don't hurry up. But yeah, I agree with you. That's some of the most fascinating stuff, especially with games like BBS and DDD, where they're kind of spin-offy.
Yeah.
Like they weren't on the main consoles, so they didn't have as many eyes on them, and it just seems like they were like Nomura just kind of let his team do what they wanted a little bit with some of that stuff, and I think it's pretty cool.
You'll figure it out. Not a lot of people are gonna see it.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is a prequel. We don't care.
Yeah.
Favorite Keyblade?
I mean, I feel like it would be like too much to say Destiny's Embrace, so like Diamond Dust is kind of popping into my head.
Diamond Dust is cool. I think it's okay if you say Destiny's Embrace, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it has so much going on in it, and it is like it's so beautiful and dainty, and it has I love that like wave part in the handle.
Yeah, me too.
And it's especially what they did in 3 where they made it like so beautiful. They got like the light rippling through it and everything.
Yeah.
It gives me some like Final Fantasy X vibes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good looking Keyblade. Diamond Dust is cool too, though.
That is cool too. And that's like a final mix. And of course, we have all gone through the journey of only like we had our faces pressed up against the glass of like Japan exclusivity for so long.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just like, wait, what's
And
that?
then,
Oh my
what
god.
is it?
I want
Is that a new Keyblade? And it's made out of ice? Whoa.
Japan gets all the cool stuff.
Man.
What's this Roxas Keyblade? What the heck?
Yeah.
Like the two become
Gosh
one?
dang it.
First time I see that, I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck? That shit's cool.
Yeah.
Was that exclusive to Japan? I thought we got that.
It was not in the base game, no.
Oh, wow.
Because you get it from beating Roxas, right? And that fight's not in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
It's crazy that like Final Mix has been such a part since they came out on PS3 over here that like you almost forget what the base game was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Favorite Kingdom Hearts song?
I think I said this before, like Melody of Memory came out. Like I have been such a passive listener of Kingdom Hearts music. Like I recognize that it's all like very, very good, but like, and I don't know if like, if like Melody of Memory has like taught me to like the titles enough.
I mean, it's fair to be like, yo, the Monstro battle music. Because like, I don't fucking know the name of the Monstro battle music.
For sure.
But that shit is a bop. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna have any pitchforks coming after you if you don't know the name of something.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I guess, I love like the Cavern of Remembrance themes or theme, the non-battle one, I guess. And that's like, if you look at, like, if you take stock of like all of my videos, I think that's the one that I have in the background the most, just because it's such like, it's so atmospheric and it like is, it gets a little awkward. Like you can't really put battle music in the background because then there's like, it's a little too much when you're just like talking over it.
I don't know. If you're really mad, it might be hype. I don't know.
That's what I did in my last video. So, and I think maybe it worked.
I think so too. I think it was a good touch.
Good.
But no, we use Cavern of Remembrance all the time here too because we had that segment called that. But even outside of it, like when we're doing the question of the week a lot, I throw that up because it's such a relaxing yet interesting tune. Yeah, it's just there, and it feels like you're in a space, and you're not. There's no like urgency to anything. It's just kind of there,
Exactly,
I
and
really
it is
enjoy it for that.
very, very pretty. Yeah. So I guess that will be my choice.
Perfect, great answer.
Good.
What property, Disney property, or you can go out of the box if you want and say something crazy, would you want to see have a world in the next Kingdom Hearts game?
Oh, Atlantis.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That I think we would get a lot of, and I know exactly, we should start it. We should like beam down into the big Nautilus ship like right before the Leviathan attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we get like the different environments of like a claustrophobic ship, and then you go like, and you do all of, like the traveling to actually get to the city of Atlantis. And then like, oh, it would be so beautiful, don't you think? Like, and it would be such a very unique environment of like partially flooded with ruins, but then there's still so much life everywhere. It would be great.
And the best thing is it's like a water themed area without you having to do a lot of going into the water because that's KH3 does a much better job than any game of it, but it's still not as good as being like on the ground with Sora doing your thing. So that would be super cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Love it. Best Xehanort.
I think actually like I think I am very simple in that like I kind of just like the people the most who I've been around the most.
Mm-hmm.
So like it definitely is like a toss up between Ansem Seeker of Darkness and Xemnas. But like I feel like I just know Xemnas so much more because he shows up earlier in 2 than Ansem does in 1.
True.
So
Yeah.
So I feel like I just know Xemnas and I have so much more of a history with Xemnas than any other of the Norts, and like so like
And he's so
I like
cool.
him the most. Yeah, that too.
He's just a very stylish dude. Not to say the other guys aren't, but he has it on a whole nother level from those other guys.
Yeah. And he has some nice titties.
The drip is eternal. Okay.
Yeah.
The drip is eternal. Oh my god. So this is another music one, so I'm sure you're gonna love it. But what's the best song to play in Melody of Memory?
I'm thinking so hard right now.
Hey, to be fair, when we had Water KH on and we asked him what his favorite Disney movie was, he said, let me Google Disney movies. So you're okay. Like that, you're not going to be as bad as that. So it's okay. No matter what you say.
Okay. I think I really like to play A Simple Wish.
Good one.
Oh, or A Small Wish. Sorry.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
Yes.
That's the thing. We don't really know the names of them either until we hear them and see them on there. So it's like you said a Small Wish, and I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's totally it. I'm not even sure which one's the right one right now, but I know what song you're talking about.
You could be lying, and it might actually be a simple one, and I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, wait. I think I might change my answer.
Do it.
The Enchanted Dominion
one.
That's
a good one.
I like that one.
The battle or the walking theme?
I think it's the battle one. The one where it's like the one that everybody played on the demo.
Oh, yeah.
That's the battle.
Yep, that's the battle one. That one's good. I mean, the other one's good too, but
yeah, they're both good.
There's very few songs in Melody of Memory that aren't good. I'm looking at you, Mickey Mouse March. I'd never want to play that song ever again. But other than that, they're all pretty good.
Oof. Yeah. Like and I loved like the super surprised, completely forgot about like the coded songs, and then they came back with such a vengeance.
No More Bugs is maybe the best song in the game.
An absolute bop.
I hate everything about Recoded, except for No More Bugs.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
We got 3 more questions for you, Aeba. You're doing great. This next one's a little more of a...
Put me back in, champ.
A little more of a sappier kind of, But what does being a member of the online Kingdom Hearts community mean to you?
Oh. Oh my god.
3 for a curveball on that one.
Yeah. Also, you have 5 more seconds to answer, or we will dock your points.
Dock points?
1.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's points. Sorry, we didn't tell you about that.
Sorry, I'm so
Oh
like...
no! Looks like you ran out of time.
I don't know.
No, man.
Let's look where she would have won a new car.
Oh, Aeba, you could have won the car. What the heck? Just kidding.
Nomura's sitting in the driver's seat, and he's like, "Hi."
Flips me off as he just backs away slowly.
He says,
"It's like so odd breath for you."
He's just like, "Go get the car. See ya."
Just fucking pulls
Well,
out.
I guess Kairi isn't gonna get any character this game.
Oh no!
He pulls out a suitcase and it's labeled Kairi's growth as a character, and he just pulls away.
I'm sorry, I ruined it for us all, everyone.
It's okay, but it's okay. Maybe next time. But anyway, what does being a member of the online Kingdom Hearts community mean to you?
It's alright. It's just like the first time like anyone's ever said like you're a part of it. So
it's funny.
I don't know.
I've had other people say that to me when we ask them this very question. But to me, it's like Kingdom Hearts is has such cool not morals, but lessons to be taught about friendship and togetherness and all that. That to me, anybody who releases one video even about Kingdom Hearts, to me, is a member of that community. And you release a lot of content about Kingdom Hearts, and it's very good stuff. So I definitely think you're a member of that community for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Well, so like I guess it's like it is like, you know, we it's about the caring and connecting with other people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the lessons that Kingdom Hearts has taught me, and that's what I want to put out into the world, just to care about people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We feel the same way about that. We try to we joke around and stuff, but we try to be a positive presence in this community, because sometimes there's not, you know, and
yeah.
So connecting with people and caring about people, that's huge to me, and I mean, I don't want to speak for Jason, but I think he feels the same way. So.
And the power has gone directly to my head. The small amount has already corrupted every fiber of me. And I will now create Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no. He's gone full nobody on us.
Yay!
Question number 12. What are some goals you have for the next year in your content creation?
I kind of, you know, I have my list of video topics that I have, and I kind of want to get those down. But I think, and I also don't want to like spoil my lineup or anything.
Fair.
But I do want to say.
But please spoil it.
How should I? Just kidding. How should I word this? I want to put out some creative writing within the next year, let's say.
Okay. Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Yes.
I can't read.
Jason's not. He can't read, but I'm intrigued. I can read, just not well.
It'll be done in video form, so you can just listen to me talk. But
that's why we're a good duo, because he can only read out loud. He can't do the in your head reading.
Right.
He can only read out loud. And so I can't read, so I just stand next to him, and then when he normally reads, I'm just able to hear it.
That was the worst bit.
It's
That's
real.
like the worst bit you've ever done.
It's not even a bit, it's real.
I was sitting there like, where's he going with this? Finally, Aeba, last question. It's a really easy one, actually.
Woohoo!
And it's not even really a question, but why don't we tell the fine folks listening at home where they can find you and your latest video and social media and all that stuff?
You can find me on YouTube at Absolutely Everything About, and on Twitter at Absolutely Aeba. That's AEBA. I maybe actually, you know what? Don't follow me on Twitter. I want to get off of Twitter. I spend too much time on Twitter.
Ooh.
Unfollow her on Twitter.
Yeah, if you just followed, guys, please go and follow.
Give me a big old thumbs down and block me. Please
and
report me as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny. Yeah, Aeba, that was the 13th question. You did great.
Yay!
You passed.
I did do good.
You passed.
Good.
You didn't win the car, but like it's like on Wheel of Fortune. You win and then you don't win the car, but you still go home with $0.
Or Family Feud rules where I get to play again.
Yeah, we'll just have you on next week and we'll do it again and ask you the same exact questions. There's one more topic I kind of want to talk about before we let you go, if that's okay.
Yes, of course. I'm open to it.
The hot topic in Kingdom Hearts right now is Union Cross and Dark Road meeting their untimely end. Well, timely for Union Cross, not as timely for Dark Road. How do you feel about the taps playing? How do you feel about their demise? Do you have anything you want to say about it?
Sucks for you guys.
Oh man, that was like the most meta answer we've gotten on that. It's true.
Yeah.
It's less for us to talk about. Now we just gotta have guests on every week to fill the void.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to the people who liked it, but like I've been disconnected from it for years, so I'm happy that means that we're going to get some conclusions in Union Cross. Yeah.
Maybe.
And
Yeah,
maybe. You know.
He's like, oh, check out Union Cross 2.
Straight fire.
That might be why it's ending, just so we can
We're bringing it back, and you got to
thing.
rebuild up everything again using your money.
Yeah.
If you played the other game, we give you $5 in jewels.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's sentiment, though, is like, hey, this sucks for people that liked it. I didn't like it, but I am excited to see how the story kind of concludes.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be cool.
I do, yeah.
But.
I want to get a little, not every, like, thing needs to be wrapped up, but, like, are we going to see Skuld become Subject X? Are we going to see Lorium and Albrena go into the future? Are we ever going to see Luxord and Demix? You know?
Yeah, I'm convinced those two are actually in Verum Rex and not in Union Cross, but
yeah,
we'll see on that.
We'll see.
That's all so ridiculous. Like that.
Yeah.
That cutscene in Cage 3 is so ridiculous because he's just like your hidden Keyblade lineage or whatever he says, and then we're like, oh, we're gonna find out about this at the end of the game. Yeah, woo, okay, Nomura, cool. And then the end of the game comes, and you go, you're like, oh, okay, that was cool, and then you're like, wait a minute, we didn't learn anything about that.
What the?
What? Why did we sit through that cutscene? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Nomura is the king of setting things up that he does not want to pay off at all.
Yeah. that one's like the ultimate version of that for me, because it's just like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but you just explicitly, like, you said that in very plain English.
You stopped the rest of the story to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that cutscene doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, Larxene goes, oh, by the way, I told them we have all our 13.
Yeah.
And that's like literally the only kind of way it's connected to the plot at all.
Let them think we have everyone.
Right. Like, it doesn't matter otherwise. It's so weird. And maybe, I guess Demix kind of says, oh, I've been benched. And so then you get like his motivation for helping them out later. But other than that, it's like...
Yeah, no.
That cutscene actually triggers me. But, like, not even that, like, that doesn't end up paying out. It's that Demix is just there. Just, like, strumming the shit out of his sitar and, like tuning and everything. And you don't hear anything. There is no fucking noise. Like, you could hear a pebble fall off the side of one of their pillars and, like, you'd be able to hear it because it's so fucking silent. And, like, just the animation just actually, like, tilts me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's so bad.
Although, I think...
I didn't even notice that.
If it's the other way around, though, and we just hear as he's tuning, I think you'd hate it more.
Okay, no. I'm thinking of, like, just, like, some, like, sitar chords. Like, that's all it would have to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the most basic of
do
chords. Like...
Yeah.
I'm also convinced that Demix doesn't know how to actually play the sitar after watching his animations in this fight.
Yeah.
And in this. I'm convinced he actually doesn't know how to do it.
It's all just for show.
Right.
It would be so cool if they actually had, like, a lot of sitar play in, like, when you fight him.
Yeah, they don't.
It's such a missed opportunity. And that's why I hate Demix.
Ding.
Ding ding Demix.
You know.
Aeba.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, no, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Everybody, if you are not subscribed to Aeba on YouTube, go right now, click the damn button.
This is not a drill.
This is not a drill. She makes great Kingdom Hearts content. Also, Final Fantasy VII Remake content.
Ooh,
I know some of you freaks are into that. Go check her out. Her videos are so well done. She's one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts YouTubers, and she does not have enough credit for it. She's great. Go check her out, please, and thank you.
Or else.
Or Jason's going to find you.
Else.
That's right. We're ransoming people to subscribe to your channel, Ava. That's how much we love your channel.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. Wow.
I will find you.
What's your IP address?
He's gonna DDoS you guys.
I will get you in game.
Aeba, thank you again for coming on. It was a treat. We will have you on another time for sure, and we'll do something less formal where we just kind of chat about Kingdom Hearts. How's that sound?
That sounds beautiful.
Awesome.
So fun to be here.
Yes, it was fun to have you, and I'm glad we could finally make it happen. Even though all I literally had to do was say, Aeba, please come on our podcast, and then like the next day it happened. So I just get so nervous, you know. I'm like, oh, I really like her content. I don't know if she's gonna. What if she says no?
Yeah.
What if she's? The worst thing anyone could do is say no, though.
Right. I know, but that's terrifying.
They might say more. I don't know, dude.
That's true.
Fuck you. Who cares?
I feel like if we asked HMK, he might say, wait, you're those motherfuckers that have been saying some shit about me?
No, and you look like you stink. I'm like, oh, don't stink.
No.
I smell good.
Not any more than he stinks.
That's true. He looks a little stinky. Not gonna lie. You heard it from Aeba here first, everybody. That's gonna be the headline of the podcast.
Stinky.
Aeba thinks HMK stinks.
P.U.
Oh, Aeba, thank you so much.
Of
Aeba,
course.
do you want to? Okay, only 2 people have ever said this line at the end of the podcast.
Oh my god.
Yes. What?
Would you do me the honor of
yes.
telling everybody, may your heart be your guiding key?
Well, yes. I hope all of the listeners of the Super SpikeGhetti Bros podcast, the Kingdom Hearts podcast, I hope that you may have to be your heart for a guiding key.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next
Everybody,
week.
fuck off.
Bye.
Aeba, that was incredible. Thank you.